Hi there, my friends. Jim Burbine here. Going to talk about the New World Order and a lot of things going on in today's world. How it has a lot to do with the United States and how liberties and our sovereign individuality is being threatened. And the constitutional rights are being trampled on every day. You see it on the news. You read the newspapers. Let me talk about something going on called the New World Order, too, which is a lot of the reasons why we're seeing what we're seeing today. The New World Order is a rich and powerful group of genetically related individuals. These people are related to each other by blood, a lot of these people that are running the world right now. They include many of the world's top politicians, corporate elite, and so-called royal bloodlines whose agenda is to create a fascist, militaristic, one-world government. You wonder why we're seeing our rights, our constitutional rights being violated, our sovereignty of the individual, which is way before the Constitution was written. We had natural rights. These come from God. The Constitution guarantees a lot of these, but these are natural rights, not just constitutional rights, my friend. Their plan is to back this planetary-wide centralized dictatorship with a one-world currency, one-world money. Everybody in every country uses the same money. It's unbelievable. They want to wipe out the middle class to leave a society with just rulers and servants, just the overlords and the slaves, and that's it. And they want to have those slaves, me and you, microchipped, so they can track everywhere we go and know what we're doing, what we're up to, and where we are at all times, 24/7. They want to put the mark underneath our hand and our forehead. Read the book of Revelation. It talks all about it. The New World Order agenda also includes depopulation of the earth through various means such as war, famine, vaccines, poisoned food and water supplies, and HAARP. They control the weather, they control the earthquakes, they control tidal waves, tsunamis, and other environmental disasters. It's called HAARP. Look that up on YouTube. They only want to have 500 million people living in the world. 500 million. There's billions of people in this world. 5, 6, 7 billion, I don't even know, I lost count. But they only want 500 million of us to live on planet Earth. That's a lot of people they got to get rid of. Alright, they want to achieve that goal. Why? Because they can manage that amount of people a lot easier. Alright, I'm going to start quoting some famous people now. That's why this is called Quotable Quotes by Jim Burbine. Alright, a man named Evelyn Toffler said this: "The illiterate of the 21st century will not be those who cannot read or write, but those who cannot learn, unlearn, and relearn." You hear that one? Think about this stuff, my friends. War is organized murder and nothing else. Harry Patch, last surviving soldier of World War I. Let me repeat what he said again. War is nothing but organized murder and nothing else. I like that. A lot of truth in that one. If people let the government decide what foods they eat and what medicines they take, the bodies will soon be in a sorry state, as sorry a state as are the souls who live under tyranny. And that's what's going on. The people letting the government dictate what foods that we're going to eat, instead of us deciding what foods we can put in our own body. We have the government control what foods we eat. Is that slavery or what? Hey, that's what they're doing in New York. You can't have a soda over 16 ounces. Okay. But why are they deciding what's good and bad for us? You can do it anyway. Just buy 2 8-ounce ones. I mean, it's all about control. Thomas Jefferson said this: when the people fear the government, there is tyranny. When the government fears the people, there is liberty. Why? Because people have the power. Liberty comes from the people. Our Constitution gives us the rights to be the government, not elected representatives. We elect those people to represent us because we are the government, the people. I prefer dangerous freedom over peaceful slavery. Who said that one? Thomas Jefferson, one of my favorite men. I prefer dangerous freedom over peaceful slavery. In other words, even if freedom is becoming dangerous and you're taking risks, you still have your freedom. What we have today is peaceful slavery going on. With all this fear-mongering and terrorists, talk about terrorists around every corner. Are you going to give up your freedom for that? Disbelief remains as the single biggest factor working in the Illuminati's favor even today. Disbelief. Gunther K. Husbacker said that one. That's a good one. These are all great quotable quotes that you're hearing. I want you to think about what these great famous men said. And you know Gandhi, this is from Gandhi. A small body of determined spirits, that's people, in case some of you in the class don't understand what he means. A small body of determined people, fired by an unquenchable faith in their mission, can alter the course of history. Gandhi said that. Doesn't take many people to start a revolution, my friend. Everyday people are straying away from the church and going back to God. Lenny Bruce said that. Everyday people are leaving the church and finding God and going back to God because of, I'm sorry, a lot of these organized religions, you can take them and throw them right in the trash. The only way you're going to find God is by prayer, reading the scripture, and your own walk with God himself. That's a good one, but it's so long I'm not going to quote that one. I like these small, good ones, you know. Albert Einstein said this: humanity is going to require a substantially new way of thinking if it is going to survive. Alright, that was Albert Einstein. We have to acquire a new way of thinking if we're going to survive. Martin Luther King Jr. said, the ultimate measure of a man is not where he stands in moments of comfort and convenience, but where he stands in times of challenge and controversy. Martin Luther King Jr. said that. That's what counts, where he stands in times of challenge and controversy. I heard another quote one time, it was something like, when a man speaks up for truth, that is a big controversy in an age of deceit. Truth is a big controversy in an age such as we live in right now. Unthinking respect for authority is the greatest enemy of truth. Unthinking respect for authority, in other words, you're not thinking about it, and you're respecting it. Okay, there's nothing wrong with respecting authority. But if you're not thinking about this authority, it could be Adolf Hitler. Hitler was in authority. That is the greatest enemy of truth. When you don't think. You let everybody else think for you, do the thinking for you. Come on here. Rightful liberty is unobstructed action, according to our will, within limits drawn around. This is a long one. Let me start this one again. This is from Thomas Jefferson. Rightful liberty is unobstructed action, according to our will, within limits drawn around us by the equal rights of others. I do not add within the limits of the law, because law is often but the tyrant's will. He's saying a lot of these laws are nothing but tyrants' laws, tyrants' will, especially when they go against our natural laws and against our constitutional rights. And always so when it violates the rights of the individual. I got one more quote. I'm going to have part 2. So keep watch out for part 2 video coming up. Gandhi said this one: never apologize for being correct or for being years ahead of your time. If you're right and you know it, speak your mind, even if you a minority of one. The truth is still the truth. Even if you're a minority of one person, the truth is still the truth, and don't be afraid to speak your truth, even if you're one person out of 100. You can go on YouTube and you can hear all this untruth and all these lies. Then you leave your comment of truth. That is more powerful because it's true than 100 lies or 1,000,000 lies, all right? There's nothing more powerful than truth. And guess what else? I'm going to leave you with this one. Knowledge is power. Knowledge is power. This is Jim Burbine signing off until the next video. Enjoy the rest of your day.